What is up? This is Colonial Puppet, and you're watching another episode of the Let's Build a Stadium series. And when we left off, we finished this floor of the long end of the field right here. Obviously, we're going to start on the short end of the field and hopefully finish this entire floor. I wanted to start off with a shout out, though, to Mr. Slago Horace Rex for dropping some cool life hacks, as he put them, that I'm going to test out right now. Starting with night vision, instead of having to carry around potion of night vision, I'm going to try the command he told me. So it's /effects my name, so I think it's Colonial Puppet, and then night vision, and then a bunch of numbers. Let's try that again. /effects Colonial Puppet. Alright. Maybe it's just effect. Puppet. Entity Colonial Puppet cannot be found. Let's figure this out, shall we? Not Q. Tab? No. Alright, so we got it right. /effect Colonial Puppet. Maybe there's a space. Puppet night vision. Entity Colonial Puppet cannot be found. Maybe if I do this. One night vision. No. I tried. I'm sure it works. I'll figure that out and get that working for the next episode. But thank you for that. Thank you for the for suggesting I use OBS for the stuff for live streaming and whatnot. I am aware of OBS, and I do have it. I've just been playing around with it, though. I've been having some issues getting the bitrate, I guess, correct. It's been very slow, I guess you could say, which is a little unfortunate. So, the first, or low, I guess, I'll definitely be using, OBS to do the do my live streams on YouTube once I get it working and whatnot. So first things first, get these looking good. And by good, I mean changing this to white stained clay, or white concrete, that is. And this shouldn't take too long because, see, the long end of the field had 6 of these. This end of the field only has 2 stairwells, so that should give you an idea of how just how small it is. Alright, so we're going to, oof, that was bad. Going to start by selecting this and coming all the way down to here. Going nice and slow. Selecting that. Same thing, just filling this in. just like that. And while that does its thing, we're going to select this. Oh wait, I totally just lost track of where I was. So I'm going to select here, and then select here, set 0, get rid of that, bring that back a little bit. Don't need those there. In fact, I think we did this. Oh, that's right. Undo. Let's undo that. I forgot. Set to 51. It was still set. Oh. Excuse me? What am I doing wrong? Just a moment. Am I having a brain fart? Is it 2 slashes? Oh, it's 2 slashes. Huh, that was weird. Anywho, back to this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that night vision thing works. I'm just dumb, and I forgot my name, probably. We'll build one out like this. And by the way, I'm just gonna like speed this along, because I know it's been a very long time since I've made these episodes, and I kind of want to power through them and see if we can get this finished up soon, because for those of you who don't know, this has been going on for over 2 years now. The Let's Build has been going, which is pretty crazy to think, to be completely honest. 2 whole years and people are still telling me that they're following along, which is good. I mean, like, I don't want to be making these for no reason. I'm glad people are following along. I apologize to people who've been following along for so long, just because of how long it's taken. And then we're going to go back here, because I honestly forget at what level we put the andesite. But it does look like we put it here. So I'm going to select this, select that, and we're going to line ourselves up with here, and make sure we're going to hit the right mark. Let's do this one just to be safe. Set, pretty sure it's 1, 6. Yes, and hopefully this will be flush with the stairwells that we just made. Please. It's not, but that's okay. I had a feeling it wasn't, but it's totally fine. We'll just do this then. Select you. Let's go all the way down here. And watch this struggle to render all of the andesite we just spawned out of thin air. Alrighty. and then spawn some more because we're evil. Now we are going to select you, followed by you. Do the same thing. It's about to get real dark up in here. Drink some more of that. I apologize to Slago Horse Rex. It's a pretty great that can't be good. That's the opposite of what I wanted to happen, I think. Yeah. Let's undo that and reselect our so there. And then here. Alright, so first position. Don't know why it's acting so weird. Now please let me select my second position. Okay. Alright, that's what I wanted. Awesome. That's interesting. Same thing here. Let's bring it out to fill that in just because it curves and I don't want to like build into where it curves, which probably didn't make any sense, but trust me. Now we're going to fill this area in, so starting with you and then coming all the way over to here. Boom. Selecting you as my second point. Let's make sure it didn't do that weird thing again. Let's see if it stops at the... Yes, it does. Good. Now we're going to select you, select that. Alright, so we selected the leftmost one, so we're going to have to select the rightmost one over here. And in case I haven't explained it, which I'm pretty sure I have, we are we're kind of doing a pseudo interior. I think I've stated before that I'm not a big fan of making interiors, and if I were to do the interior to an entire stadium, it would take a lot longer, and we're already on our 40-something episode, so I think most people would prefer if I just kind of did a quick cleanup of the interior, not necessarily any furnishing or anything like that. Although we did furnishing for the lobby, although furnishing lobbies is a lot easier than like whatever this space would be used for, whether it be like press rooms or just like management space for like the NFL, I guess. This is where their offices would be. Just wherever they'd manage the inner workings of a stadium. A huge stadium like this. So now I'm just making the entranceways to these. Although I think I did it wrong and I'm going to have to redo it. Because, you know, usually how it goes. Oops. Alright. So. Yeah, I probably did it wrong. In fact, I'm 100% sure I did it wrong. Starting with the corners, we want these to be iron. Which iron? Oops. So I'm going to do this, make this go faster. Select this, that, and let's see, set iron. Alright, cool. That's one thing I like about the world edit, is that it kind of knows your stupidity. Like, that could have spawned iron ore for all I know. But the game kind of, or the mod kind of knows what I'm trying to do and is helping me out, spawning iron blocks. Or maybe I'm just dumb, and maybe I'd have to type in iron ore if I wanted to spawn that. Let's find out. I guess not. I guess you can't even do that. You're unused argument, or alrighty. So with that, we have to undo this. Sorry guys, this is why it's taken 40 episodes. It's because I'm inept, but that's okay, you guys watch anyway. I don't try to be inept. That's all that matters. So now we're going to build up around -1. Oof. All the way around, just kind of like that. And I'm leaving the one open because we're going to put chiseled or our quartz there. Alright, it's kind of cool that I can guesstimate how far along we are. So it's been, wow, 16 minutes? Already 16 minutes in. Because the night vision is 8 minutes, I think, of night vision. At least that's what it says. So yeah. What to ramble about? Well, I found a tablet at work, and it was in the lost and found for I think well over 2 years, and no one claimed it. And I asked about it, and they were like, yeah, you can have it, so I took it. And the issue is it's a Android based. Actually, wait, now that I come to think of it, it says it's powered by Android, but it acts like Chrome OS. So I don't know what it's actually running. It seems nice. It's like tiny. I don't know. I don't know if it seems nice. It's kind of looks a little cheap, but it's a cute little tablet. I've never had a tablet before. I have a one of those extra large iPhones, but never had an actual tablet. I was in the market for a tablet a while ago because I needed like I bought this laptop, and it's kind of like my daily driver. I do everything on this laptop, but I needed just kind of like a more portable device, because I mean it's a gaming laptop. It's the Dell Inspiron I've talked about a couple times. It's a big beefy laptop with not the best battery life, but I mean it is portable, but it's basically a desktop. It has like it's got 16 gigs of RAM. It's got a quad core, right? Does it have a quad core? Yeah, it's a quad core, which honestly is not that great. In the year 2019, everyone's moved on to 6 cores or 8 cores or freaking 16 cores in the case of the Mac Pro. But I mean, it's a very capable machine, and I've been babying it ever since I got it. So like when I do bring it with me to places, I don't want to scratch it up or anything, so I like keep it in plastic. I still have the plastic like cellophane it came in, and I carry it around in that like a weirdo. And it's like I put it in the plastic, I put it in a little laptop sleeve, and then I put it in my computer bag. I don't use the keyboard or trackpad on it because I don't want to wear it down, so I use a mouse and external keyboard instead. So yeah, I definitely take care of it. The only issue is, oops, it doesn't make it. It doesn't really take advantage of the fact that it's a portable computer. So I was in the market for like a tablet device that I could just take with me anywhere I go, and just like do like low level like web searching or like document work, Google Docs and whatnot. Stuff that you don't need a beefy gaming computer for. But then when I started thinking of streaming, I thought it would be smart to just get a cheap laptop instead, like a yoga book or something. Although I know they're not very cheap, but like not a netbook. Obviously, those things were replaced by tablets, but just like an inexpensive laptop to use and be able to throw in a bag and not really have to worry about it. I've been thinking of getting a MacBook, actually. Not one of the new ones, but like a 2015 MacBook, because I use things like GarageBand quite a bit. And about the streaming, I want like something I could sit next to me and like test my streams on, like pull up my URL and watch my stream and make sure it's up and running properly. Although I guess I could do that with a tablet. I don't know. My brain just wants another laptop. What I really need is a desktop. And then just I can not worry about keeping this gaming laptop so mint in terms of condition. Or maybe I should get a tablet and an iMac. like an old iMac. Not old, but like, you know, 2015 iMac or something. They're pretty cheap now. They're like $500, depending on where you look. Craigslist is great if you aren't afraid of being murdered, I guess. Alright, anyway. Let's line up with this one. Select that, and then select that. Fill that in like so. Oops. And then the same thing over here. That works. Guess not. So I guess I'm gonna have to line it up with this one. And again, this is pretty quick and dirty. Because chances are people aren't really going to hang out in here. This is kind of like... And of course I cleared my night vision. Don't want the 3-minute, I want the 8-minute. I think I'm gonna need a break anytime soon. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot to run this all the way around. Something like that. So yeah, we're pretty much done with this stadium. Because it's just going to be this for 3 more floors. Which I know isn't really too... doesn't seem like not a lot of work. It still seems like there's a lot to do. Which there is, but it's going to be pretty, like, straightforward. So got that. I'm gonna double check all these rooms to make sure the trim's running all the way around the way I want it. Yep. And then last one over here. But there's no trim running around here. So we're going to finish this floor by the end of the episode. Don't care how long it takes, unless something catastrophic happens. Which, knowing my luck, something catastrophic might happen. We will finish this. We will finish what we started. Now, to clear out this area, let's do this. 2. Like that. Same with over here. Because again, we're going to do the same thing we did. Sorry, my game just made a creepy noise. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if I'm recording Windows sound right now, but if not, it just made a spooky noise. The game, that is. And hopefully this will line up the way we want it to. Looks like we might be lucky. Looks like we're lucky. Sweet. So, just like that. Followed by set 251 instead of nothing. There we go. That's what we wanted. Great. Because this is just going to be one long hallway. Same thing down here. we selected our first point. Let's travel all the way down here. I don't have any reason to believe why this wouldn't line up, but who knows. Alright, looks like we're lucky. Same thing. And now we have this whole area to deal with. So let's count how many of these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So there's 29. So every 10, we're going to do one. So that'll be about 10 for each room. Minus 1, it's going to get 9, but we'll save that for the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one will do this. Fill that in. Put two doors on either end. Like so. Alright, there we go. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not right. Why is it? Okay. Why are you doing this? It's like being temperamental, not letting me select the second. I think that was correct. Yes, awesome. Clear this out. I guess we can start doing these as well. Oh, I see what it did. That's dumb. Alrighty. Let's just break through here anywhere we want. Alright, then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So it's looking pretty cool, I think. It's kind of easy doing these, making interiors look somewhat passable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty. Just break through to the other side. Stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll wait. break through wherever we want. Alrighty, and then fill these in. So we got 6 rooms on the brick portions of this place, and then I think 3 extra rooms in the middle. 3 or 4, or maybe 2. I forget. It's 3 though. And we're just gonna go around here. I'm gonna do the trim for this side and then do the trim for the other side, but cut that so you don't have to watch me do it twice, because I know this is gonna be real tedious. And I don't feel comfortable doing the any world edit commands for stairs, because it's a nightmare with the whole like getting them oriented the right direction and all that good stuff. I'm sure it's easy, but I'm not a smart man, so. Alrighty, so we ran that all the way around here. Looks right. Then we're just going to do the same thing for each room. Oops. There we go. So 1 down. 1 down, 2 to go. Oops. Oh man, I started playing the, I think I already talked about this, but I started playing the Windows 10 version and I'm struggling right now. It's so much easier laying down like a line of stuff on the Windows 10 version, and the Xbox versions for that matter. Don't know about PlayStation versions, but I'm assuming it's the same way. As in a lot easier than this. The Legacy, I guess it's not Legacy, the original version is honestly kind of a pain to build with. Even with all the added benefit of World Edit and MC Edit and all those good things. Alright, so what we did was we did the trim. I'm going to do the same thing that we just did over here. I'm going to copy it over here. And I'm actually going to have to build it by hand instead of copy paste. So I will do that, and then I will cut back when I'm finished. Alright, I'm back, and I did what I said I would do. I put the trim on this side of the stadium. Next thing I'm going to do is look for a door. And place said doors all the way down where there's a hole. I'm going to fill these empty voids with a door, or 2 doors to be exact. And as I was sitting here listening to YouTube, doing the trim, I was thinking about the people who told me that they built this stadium on their own. And to those people, I say, if you want to send me like a screenshot of the stadium or anything that you've built, like from any of the tutorials on this channel or anything that was inspired by this channel, feel free to send me screenshots of your creations. And if I get enough, who knows, maybe I'll do like a showcase, because I need to involve my viewer base more, I guess. That's what YouTubers like to do, is get you guys involved. And plus, I think it's kind of cool that people like what I build, and as a result, either build it directly or get inspiration from it. Speak of inspiration, I'm inspired to do something like this. And then let's do quartz slab. Just to make it even fancier, why not? Because for some reason it looks like a big old Victorian like monarchy building on the inside. Because why not? I mean, it is a stadium. Stadiums are usually like go back to Roman times, I guess. Hence the columns and whatnot. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect this hallway with the hallway we built. Same way. Oof. There we go. We'll do the same little archway that we did. I got rid of the... No, I didn't. I'm just blind. I thought I got rid of the quartz slab already. There we go. Same thing over here. Kind of have to guesstimate. Ooh, close. So 2 over. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing it like I'm giving myself a padding of 2. Like that. So 2 blocks on each side. I called it padding because web design, it's like you can give elements padding in terms of pixels and whatnot. Alright, so now we're going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 is our thing. So 8 blocks on each side will give us the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the center of that. So this is the center block. So let's go over 3 and then over 3. That. But instead of doing it 1 block, we're going to do 3 blocks. So we're going to do it right here. And then every 3, we're going to go down like so. Same thing over here. We're going to take that, we're going to fill it with our handy dandy sea lantern. Alright, so I'm going to do that all the way down here. Or should I say all the way to the other end. So when I get to here, what I'm going to do is do the same thing, count out from 3. So we got, this is our center block right here. So 2, 3. So same thing down there, like all the way to the end there, and vice versa. So I will see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I put a bunch of lights in, like I said I would. And now we're going to put lights in rooms, not just hallways. Game is adjusting to the new lights, slowly but surely. Gonna go about it the same way we did, except for here actually. Let's do this. Oh wow, that works perfectly. Sweet. Let's do the same thing over here. Since it's so cramped, obviously, can't do the 2 block ones. Alrighty, well that works out great. Now for this big middle room. Same idea that we did on the long end of the field. 3 blocks in. Then not getting too close to the trim. However, we can let's put a light in there. Let's work our way up here. So if you haven't already guessed, this short end of the field is broken up into 3 different parts. You have the 2 brick, we'll call it, brick areas on either side, and then this middle area where the stairwells are. This middle area I'm just doing because, you know, why not? And then the brick area is just a mirror of itself. So what I mean by brick area is where there's this brick. So these rooms, all that good stuff. So what we're gonna do is first let's turn the brightness up a little bit. There we go. That's a little nicer. So what we're gonna do is first look at these rooms. Okay. So these kind of sanction off that middle area. This is the area we just did the lighting for. Then there's this area down here and this area down here. These 2 areas are pretty much identical. They're just a mirror of each other. So that means I only have to do these 3 rooms, and then I can do the other 3 off camera or off screen capture. Same with the hallways, or I mean the trim. You guys don't want to watch me do this twice. The same thing twice, that is. So just starting with this room, same deal. And really, I mean, it's lighting. You don't really have to follow any set pattern. It's really kind of a do what you want. This is how I choose to do it. If you want to do it another way, like, it would probably be smart to have these lights hanging from something. rather than just being built into the ceiling. But I kind of like the fluorescent light look, at least for this build. It makes sense with this build, let's say. It's not the most elegant look, but it works. One benefit to having these lights hanging down from the ceiling rather than being part of the ceiling is that it'll be closer to the ground and you won't get those shadows in like the corners, or at least the shadows won't be as prominent. You'll get better coverage, and it might look cool, like reflecting up onto the ceiling rather than just like being one with the ceiling. It's like the hanging lights we did in the parking garages. Alright, so that's room number 2. And then room number 3. We are on the home stretch. Alrighty. So that's it for the lights. So the next thing I'm going to do is the exact same thing I just did, but just on that, like I said, the mirrored side, the third portion of this short end of the field, and then that would be it for the short end of the field. So then I'm just going to do the same thing we did this entire episode, just over on the opposite side of the field. So I will see you when I'm done that. So that's going to be done when I cut back. Alright, I'm back. And we're on the opposite end of what I was doing. So put in mirrored the lights we did on the other side of this side of the field. Put them in all these rooms. I can't close this door. There we go. Let's break out of here. And apart from that, let's take a look. Let's take a look-see. I have to say this stadium's coming along pretty nicely. Still got a little ways to go, but we're pretty much there, I have to say. Let's go to the opposite end of the field to see what's up. Still slow to move around here. It's the field. Bunch of animals. That's okay though. Looks pretty cool. Alrighty, and as you can see, it's on this side of the field as well. Pretty nifty. Alright, so that means that we are finished with this entire brick area. So as high as the brick is, we're done. So that only leaves this mid-drift right here, because we're done with this top portion as well. So it just leaves there and there, and then we're done with the stadium. So next episode we'll get started on the next 2 floors right there, which I think I'll do in unison, so speed things up a little bit, and then put in the then we'll do this area and the end goals, and then we'll be done. Sweet. Actually, I was trying to think of what to use for the end goals. I think. Am I going to use nether brick, friends? Probably not. I'm probably going to end up using a big, thick block to build them, but that's okay. Honestly, it doesn't look too out of place, which is fine. Alright, so this has been Colonial Puppet. Be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out, and the previous episodes if you would like to follow along. And yeah, have a nice day.